What's up, everybody? John here at metalaviation.com, and I got some more RadioMaster hype for you. So, as you probably know if you watch the videos, I purchased the RadioMaster back in December, and I absolutely love it. I think it's the best transmitter on the market, the RadioMaster TX16S. So when I say RadioMaster, I'm using the RadioMaster. There is no other RadioMaster except for the TX16S in my book. All the other RadioMaster receivers are just wannabes. I'm sure they're great. Or transmitters, I'm sure they're great transmitters, but the TX16S, son, is king in my book. This thing's awesome. I use the 4-in-1, and I have I bought an adapter and a rig, and I have actually a Spectrum. It's from a DX5, but the DX5 actually has a 6-channel radio in it. So I actually have a legit DSM2 6-channel radio in here as well that I use for my external for Spectrum receivers. You don't need to do that, but you can if you want. That's what I did. Other than that, this bad boy is stock. And what I want to talk about today, and I'm going to try to make this quick. I don't want to sidetrack into rants like I do sometimes, but when you get it, a lot of the websites that you purchase it from will say, hey, if you're purchasing this, get this as well. And they'll have it's usually the Gens Ace. I think it's like, I don't know, 3,000 milliamp. I'm not sure what it is, but it fits in here. I just bought this, I don't know, Ovonic. You see these things on Amazon, right? This is a 2-cell 2200, and I wanted to use a LiPo in it. Now, spoiler alert here, a LiPo is a complete waste in this transmitter. Not saying you're wasting your money, it doesn't work, but LiPos, the hook of the LiPo is they have a sustained output until they're quote-unquote dead. Then they quickly drop off. They don't go slow down, so you have like really high RPMs, and as it's losing, as you're sucking the voltage from it, milliamps, all that good stuff, it's dropping down, it instantly drops off, right? So that's why when you're flying and you don't have an ESC that has that pulse warning system in it, like the Spectrum Spectrum's crappy ESCs just drop off. You're flying and then dead, sorry, no more motor. But that's why you get decent RPM, boom, it cuts off. That's what's good about a LiPo. Lithium ion aren't like that. Lithium ion, their curve is more of a gradual, right? So that's why we don't fly with these, we fly with LiPos. So although your LiPo may work fine in here, it's a waste, right? Why use a LiPo in there? And these, you can get these batteries, what are these, 18, I can't remember the name of these, what these, there's 18650s, right? Same thing they use in the jumper light, the little PlayStation looking transmitter. I have one of them, but I don't use it that much anymore. The jumper, I think it's just called the jumper light, maybe, whatever it is, that little one, it uses one of these. So that's why I bought these to begin with. The problem is just buying one on Amazon, you like Sanyo and all these different companies, you're like, buy our 18650. Oh, these things are used in vapes. So that's why you're starting to see a lot of hype on these batteries, because the vape guys use them. I shouldn't say start. For a while, this is what they've been using in vapes. Anyhow, if you just get one of these and try to get like a good brand name, they're just really expensive with shipping and everything. And I'm like, man, I wanted just one for the jumper light. So long story short, I started searching around, and I was like, oh, I see the scam, not really the scam, but I see the technique we're using on this. If you buy this flashlight, and there's a ton of them on Amazon with a very similar deal, and now this flashlight runs, this is 3.7 volts, right? So these flashlights are really pretty good. I mean, they have a high beam, a low beam, then a blinking beam. And this actually is a really good flashlight. I love it. I use it a lot. Like, the money I paid for this battery scam, for lack of a better word, was really worth it in the long run, because I really love the flashlight. So the trick is, as I search around, like, oh, I see. You buy the flashlight, right? And they're like, oh, buy this flashlight, and it comes with, 4 3,000 milliamp 18650s. And I was like, oh, and it's the same price as like 2 of the, high quality Sanyo batteries. Now, I'm guessing the Sanyos are probably better. Who knows what these are. This thing says 5,800 milliamp. Yeah, right. I'm not buying that for a second. But I know it's at least 3,000 or more. And I didn't test it. I'm not going to waste my time testing it. I know it's more than this. So that's all I care about. And it was less than this. So anyhow, I think I got the flashlight and 6 of these. They come in 2 packs. The other ones I have, like, charging or doing something. This is the only one I have left in a pack. I got the flashlight and this 6-pack, I want to say for 25 bucks. And I think I paid 16, maybe 18 for this single LiPo. So I have one of these batteries I can use in my jumper T light, whatever the hell it's called. I can use 2 of them in my RadioMaster, and then I have the other ones on charge that I can swap through if I just need to swap them out really quick and not wait for them to charge. Nice thing about having these in the RadioMaster too is that I can charge this through the USB on my computer. So if I slap on the computer, let it sit overnight, it charges them no problem. And the flashlight comes with a charger, but it's super duper slow. But it doesn't matter because the RadioMaster has the charging mechanism in it. And for anyone who doesn't know, the RadioMaster comes with the adapter for these batteries. And I just tossed the adapter off to the side. You know, I didn't throw it out, but I just put it off the side. I'm like, well, I'm not going to use this because I have this LiPo coming. And I didn't really mess around a lot with these 18650s. Had I known at the time a little more about them, I would have just went ahead and did the whole flashlight battery thing and been good to go. So I keep this in my flight box. I don't have anything that runs on a 2-cell. I keep this in my flight bag charged just in case I'm at the field and for some reason maybe these die out, quit working or something. I can just pop this in as a backup. So it's nice to have. But this thing just doesn't, it's not enough charge for me. If I'm all day at the field, I mean, this will probably work. And I'm probably being a stickler here. Just, I want that thing to be almost full voltage the whole time I'm using it. And this seems to go down a little quicker than I want it to. And I already had the 6-pack when I bought this because I needed the one for the TS Lite. I think I might be calling the wrong name. Whatever that jumper little small one is, the PlayStation one. So I have that one sitting off to the side, but I thought, well, I have these batteries. Let's see how long they last. Let's see, if they're junk or not. They give you 6 of them. Most likely these are some kind of Hong Kong knockoffs, and half of them won't work. So that's why I bought the flashlight with the 6-pack. So far, they've all worked fine. So I popped 2 of these in the RadioMaster, and boom, they last way longer than this does. This is 2200 milliamp. This is, again, allegedly 5800 milliamp. My guess is it's probably 3000 or higher. Regardless if it's not what it's tagged as, it's way longer than the LiPo. So this is what I'm using in the RadioMaster. So the whole point of this video is, if you get a RadioMaster or if you use these 18650s, go into Amazon and I'll put a link to the one that I purchased. You get the flashlight and 6 batteries, 25 bucks. I might be wrong. It might have been $1 or $2 more. It might have been $1 or $2 less. I bought them a while ago. I've been wanting to make this video for a while. But anyhow, this is the key right here. These actually work really well. They're not 5800 milliamp, but I guarantee you they're 3000 or higher. You get a nice flashlight. I keep this in my flight box. I really like the flashlight a lot. And you can use them in your RadioMaster too. So anybody who has a RadioMaster that wants to move over to these, there you go. Good to go. So that's it. I just wanted to tell you how I got these 18650s for about a quarter of the price, power and milliamp wise, than this right here. And you can use them for other things as well. So that's it. So if you got the RadioMaster TX16S and you don't have any of these and you want a sweet flashlight, go ahead and do it. Or if you just don't want to buy them, don't buy them. I don't care. Just wanted to show you what I did and the options available in the RC world. Hollywood, out.